I woke up to a miracle today. Triggers fade as I find my way. No judgment to lead astray. In this peaceful state I'll stay.
Welcome back, everyone. Great to be with you as we explore A Course in Miracles together, finding ways to bring these powerful ideas into our actual lives.
Today we're looking at Lesson 275. God's healing voice protects all things today. It's all about guidance, finding that inner safety and learning to trust that voice instead of all the anxious thoughts.
And we always love hearing how these lessons land for you. If something shifts or you have a question, please share it. Email us at acim@theworldharmonyproject.org.
Or find us over on TikTok. The handle is @TheWorldHarmonyProject. It's great connecting with you there and seeing how this journey unfolds for everyone.
Okay, let's settle in and start, as always, by reading the lesson itself. I'll read the first part. Lesson 275. God's healing voice protects all things today. Let us today attend the voice for God, which speaks an ancient lesson, no more true today than any other day. Yet has this day been chosen as the time when we will seek and hear and learn and understand. Join me in hearing, for the voice for God tells us the things we cannot understand alone nor learn apart. It is in this that all things are protected, and in this the healing of the voice for God is found.
Your healing voice protects all things today, and so I leave all things to you. I need to be anxious over nothing, for your voice will tell me what to do and where to go, to whom to speak and what to say to him, what thoughts to think, what words to give the world. The safety that I bring is given me. Father, your voice protects all things through me.
That prayer at the end, it just brings everything down to earth, doesn't it? It takes this, potentially abstract idea of a voice for God and makes it incredibly practical.
It's like an instruction manual for navigating the day, what to do, where to go, who to speak to, what to say. It covers everything.
It really targets that constant mental effort that micromanaging our minds do.
Oh, absolutely. Think about how much energy we pour into planning conversations, right? Before a tricky meeting, or even just, calling a family member you have tension with. We run scripts in our head.
Trying to anticipate every reaction, control the outcome.
Yeah, and it's exhausting. This lesson is basically saying, put down your script. There's a perfect one available if you just listen for it.
And the relief in that is just huge. When I know I have a difficult interaction coming up, my default is to mentally rehearse, plan my arguments, my defenses. It uses up so much bandwidth. The idea that I can just surrender that and the right words or actions will be provided, that's freedom.
And it's immediate guidance, relevant now, not based on dredging up old fears or projecting anxieties onto what might happen. That's the ego's game.
Always past or future, never here.
Exactly. That anxiety is the ego's fuel. It tells you if you don't plan for disaster, it's guaranteed. So planning feels like survival.
But the voice for God? It operates differently outside of time.
Completely.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to game out scenarios because it knows the outcome is always healing, always protection, in the truest sense. So the guidance comes calmly, right when it's needed. No panic, no pressure.
That sense of pressure, that's such a good indicator for the ego's voice.
It is. And this shift towards listening feels like a natural progression from where we've been in the workbook, focusing on vision.
Yeah, we spent so much time learning to see with Christ's vision, looking past appearances to the light, the innocence. And now it's like we're clearing another channel. First sight, now.
Yeah.
Hearing. Or maybe better, mental attention.
I think that's a great way to put it. If Christ's vision cleans the lens we see through, attending the voice cleans the filter we think through. It deals with that constant internal commentary.
The ego's narration.
Yeah.
That running commentary of judgment, fear, self-criticism.
Which we often just assume is us. It's just the background noise we're used to.
Until a course points out and says, hey, you don't have to listen to that track.
Exactly. This lesson offers another narrator, a quieter one.
I like that widening the channels idea. First, we tackled the visual static, the judgments we project onto others. Now it's the internal static, the noisy thoughts.
And the instruction what thoughts to think. becomes so important then. It's not about suppressing thoughts, but about recognizing we have a choice which thoughts we engage with, which voice we give authority to.
That's the power shift. Realizing the ego's frantic monologue isn't my true self.
Yes. And when we talk about the voice, we should probably clarify what that means practically. It's usually not an actual audible voice like hearing someone speak in the room.
Right. I think many people start out expecting that, maybe because of religious or cultural conditioning, like waiting for a booming announcement from the clouds.
And that expectation can make you miss the real guidance, which is often much subtler.
So what does it feel like then? How does it manifest?
Often it's a sense of inner clarity. A thought might just land in your mind, fully formed, simple, calm. There's no argument with it, no debate needed.
It just feels right. Light.
Light is a good word. Or peaceful. There's a quality of stillness that comes with it. Even if the guidance is about taking an action, it settles the mind instead of agitating it.
I notice it often through contrast. If I'm wrestling with a decision, the ego usually presents both options wrapped in fear or complication.
Yeah.
One path feels heavy, like I have to push or strive. Then sometimes a third option appears, or one of the original options suddenly feels simple, effortless, like a knot just loosened. That feeling of ease, that's the signal I've learned to look for.
That's a perfect description. The feeling tone is the key differentiator. Let's explore that distinction a bit more because it's crucial. Ego versus spirit.
Okay. The ego seems to run on urgency, right? Do this, NW, fix this immediately.
Yes, that urgency is manufactured. It's often rooted in trying to escape a feeling now by projecting it onto the future and trying to control it. I have to act fast or something bad will happen.
It keeps you scrambling, focused on proving something or defending yourself, leaves you feeling tight, scattered.
Whereas the spirit, operating outside time, has zero investment in urgency. The guidance feels steady, assured. Even if it involves something difficult, there's a foundation of peace underneath it.
So the feeling shifts from inner chaos to inner calm, even if the external situation hasn't changed yet.
Precisely. That's the hallmark. It grounds you in the present, where fear can't really survive.
And that loops back to the power we have. The choice, of course, highlights what thoughts to think.
Yeah.
It's about consciously shifting allegiance.
It is. And it's not about battling the ego thoughts head on. That's often just more ego, trying to be good or spiritual.
Right, trying to wrestle it into submission.
Instead, it's a gentle noticing, there's the voice of fear again. Okay. I'm choosing to turn my attention now to my true guide. It's a redirection, not a fight.
That takes practice, though, and patience. I know I can get halfway through a whole ego meltdown before I remember, oh yeah, I have another option here.
Absolutely, and that's okay. It's not about instant perfection. Every single time you notice you're caught in the ego script and gently shift your focus, you're strengthening that connection to the Holy Spirit. You're building the muscle.
That is the practice. Recognizing our safety isn't in controlling the world, but in choosing our inner guide through it.
Well said. Okay, let's delve into some of the deeper ideas here. What about that line? The vice tells us of things we cannot understand alone nor learn apart.
That one really challenges the whole idea of a private, separate mind, doesn't it?
It cuts right to the core of the ego's foundation. The ego insists, my thoughts are mine, your thoughts are yours, our realities are separate. In that isolated headspace, all we can do is reshuffle the same old thoughts of fear, guilt, lack.
An echo chamber. You can't generate genuinely new insight, only variations on the old themes of separation.
Right. So the voice breaks that isolation. True learning, the kind that undoes the belief in separation, has to come from a shared source. It can't be invented privately if the goal is unity.
Which connects directly to what the Course teaches elsewhere about healing happening through joining, right? Like in Chapter 5.
Exactly. Healing is described as the recognition of shared identity, of oneness between minds. If I'm truly cut off, I can't access that healing awareness. The Holy Spirit serves as that bridge, offering insights and perspectives that resonate with the truth in both of us, demonstrating our shared mind.
So the guidance isn't just for me if I'm guided what to say to someone.
The guidance serves the relationship, the connection. It aims to heal the perceived separation between you, even if the other person isn't consciously participating in that way.
That helps with the practical challenge.
Okay.
What do you do when the person you're interacting with seems completely locked into their ego, maybe being hostile or defensive?
Yeah, the instruction isn't necessarily to find common ground with their ego. It's to let the Holy Spirit guide your contribution to the interaction. Your guided response aims to extend peace, to hold the space for sanity, even if it's not immediately received.
So the joining happens because you stay aligned with the shared teacher, refusing to join the conflict instead.
Precisely. You maintain the connection to the unified mind. And this understanding totally reframes what the lesson means by protection.
Okay, yeah. God's healing voice protects all things. The ego hears protection and thinks.
Walls, defenses, guarding the body, hoarding resources, protection from the world.
But the Course flips that. Protection isn't physical safety primarily, it's mental safety.
It's protection from illusion, protection from buying into the ego's fear-based interpretations. It's the safety that comes from realizing your true self as spirit is invulnerable. Nothing real can be threatened.
So where the ego seeks safety in closing off, the spirit finds safety in opening up.
In openness and extension, yes. True safety comes from letting go of the need for defenses because you recognize there's nothing to defend against. The moment we genuinely consent to listen to the voice, we're choosing that invulnerability.
That consent, that willingness seems crucial. The voice waits for us.
Always. Yet has this day been chosen? We choose it the moment we decide we're willing to listen, willing to set aside our own fearful narrative. That's when we activate that protection.
Okay, let's talk about another really mind-bending line. The safety that I bring is given me.
Ah, yes. That one turns our usual thinking completely upside down.
Our default mode is scarcity, isn't it? I need to get safety first, secure my supply, and then maybe I can share if there's any left over.
That's the ego's hoarding mentality. This line demolishes it. It points to the non-dual truth. Safety isn't a thing you possess. It's a quality of being.
So if I choose to extend peace or understanding into a situation,
the very act of extending it confirms its reality within you. Because there's no actual separation, the peace you offer out there is simultaneously experienced in here. Giving is receiving.
Wow. So if I walk into that tense meeting and consciously choose to bring calm instead of reactivity,
the calm you extend is the safety you immediately feel. It's an instant feedback loop demonstrating the power of your mind to choose peace, which is safety.
that's so different from the ego's way. This is like effortless abundance.
It is. And it ties into that other phrase. The voice speaks an ancient lesson.
I love that phrasing. It emphasizes the timelessness of truth.
Exactly. The ego is obsessed with novelty, the next fix, the new distraction, the temporary solution. It keeps us chasing safety in the future or regretting its loss in the past.
Always keeping us looking away from the present, where the ancient lesson actually resides.
Right. The ancient lesson is the unchanging truth of our oneness, our inherent safety, God's constant love. It was true before time, it's true now, it's true after time seems to end. It's permanent.
So listening to the voice isn't about discovering something brand new and shocking. It's about remembering, recovering what's already whole within us.
Yes. Recovering the permanent reality that's just been obscured by the ego's noise and drama. Tuning in means reconnecting with that steady, unwavering foundation. The day is chosen when we choose to stop chasing illusions and listen for that permanence.
And the really helpful thing is, this guidance isn't just for the huge dramatic moments.
Not at all. It's for the mundane, everyday stuff, too. That's often the best training ground.
We tend to think, okay, I need the Holy Spirit for this major crisis, or I need guidance for this really difficult conversation.
But what about guidance on whether to return that phone call now or later? Or how to respond to that slightly annoying email? Or what tone to use when your kid interrupts you for the 10th time?
Those small moments.
Those are the moments where we build trust in the voice. Following those little nudges, maybe wait 5 minutes before replying, maybe choose a softer word. That's how the mind learns. It normalizes the experience of receiving peaceful guidance.
So it's not reserved for the big stuff.
Yeah.
It's available for the routine, the ordinary.
And practicing in the small moments builds the confidence and the habit needed when the bigger challenges arise. It really is about letting those consistent, gentle prompts reshape your whole experience of the day.
Okay, this feels like a good point to maybe crystallize this into a practical application. Like, what can you actually do when you feel that tension rising, that uncertainty?
Yeah, let's walk through a simple sequence. Think of a typical moment. Maybe you feel a bit anxious before making a routine call, or you're unsure how to handle a minor disagreement.
Okay, so step one, just pause and notice. Acknowledge the feeling, the tightness, the confusion, the urge to react, but without judging yourself for it. Just observe, okay, ego's active right now.
Step 2, gently bring in the lesson. Silently or aloud, repeat, God's healing voice protects all things today. Use it like a pattern interrupt, creating a little space.
Step 3, be honest about how you feel, but share it with the Holy Spirit. You could think, I'm feeling scared about this, or I'm confused and I don't know what to say. You're not pretending the feeling isn't there, you're just handing it over.
Step 4, directly ask for help. State your willingness. Your voice will tell me what to do, or please guide my words, or simply help. This is the active choice to receive guidance.
And then, step 5, maybe the most important. Rest for a moment. Just be still and willing. Don't strain or strive to hear something specific. Just cultivate an inner quietness, trusting that the calm, right thought or feeling will emerge.
Exactly. It's about creating that receptive space. This little sequence can turn those everyday moments of friction into opportunities to practice trusting the voice, reinforcing that core message. I need be anxious over nothing.
That's really helpful. So wrapping up our conversation today, it feels like the core themes were about this different kind of protection, mental safety found through joining and listening, not through defense.
And distinguishing the ego's loud urgency from the spirit's quiet, steady assurance, understanding that difference in feeling is key.
Plus, that revolutionary idea of safety being reciprocal, what you give, you receive instantly, because separation isn't real.
And anchoring all of it in the ancient lesson, that timeless, permanent truth of love and safety that's always there beneath the surface noise, just waiting for us to tune in.
It really underscores how this practice is something we do together. Just discussing it, like, this feels like part of that joining, doesn't it? We can't truly grasp these things in isolation.
It really does. And we're so appreciative of everyone listening, joining us in this exploration day by day. It feels like we're collectively strengthening that willingness to hear.
So as you go through your day-to-day, let that affirmation be a gentle companion. God's healing voice protects all things today. Let it be the reminder that pulls you back from the worry and into that space of quiet trust.
Trust that the guidance is there for everything.
Thank you so much for tuning in with us. We hope you'll join us again tomorrow as we continue our journey with Lesson 276.